till I can get my satisfaction.
You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. Criticize, but how your bullets ricochet. Shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away. You shoot me down, but I'm on fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I'm on fall. I am titanium. Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens like the truth. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. It's a sexy future, a sexy future. It's a sexy future. Damn girl, damn, it's a sexy future, a sexy future. Damn, it's a sexy future. Yes, I can see you, see you, see you. 'Cause every girl here wanna be you, be you. Oh, she's a diva, diva, diva. I feel the same and I wanna meet her, meet her. They say she low down. It's just a rumor and I don't believe her, believe her. They say she needs to slow down. The baddest thing around town. She's nothing like a girl you've ever seen before. Nothing you can compare to your neighborhood.
All right. Good to see you guys this morning. The week always starts better or ends better when you're making money, especially in your pajamas. That's what we like to get you guys to do here. We have red folders here towards the end of class. Let everyone on your team know to hop on so they can get the play. That's why I was rushing the call today. Not for me, but for you and your team to make some money as a continuation from last night. So last night we got a really good entry. Some of you guys made money with us on that. And now let's see if we can continue on this morning with what the news gives us. So right now there's a lot of volatility because of the news that's coming out here in 38 minutes. And so we just look for the parts in the market where price could head to. All right. So this is what we do in the morning time. This is what we do in the evening. And the more you do it, the more you're going to be able to see these patterns. So if you notice here, for gold, price is kind of into this area now. And remember, because news is coming out, here in a bit, it can go either way. But without the news, if it was a different time of day, like 2 p.m. or 11 p.m. or something like that, this is the area where you would be looking for sells. But because there's red folders, right now, we aren't going to take any moves until the price comes out, until the folder comes out. So I see a sell zone here, which we are currently chilling in. And then a little bit up top, there's another zone here. And there's another area here that also has to get tapped as well. So we are going to see how many areas and zones the news is going to break through today. All right, so it's always good to start trading on the higher time frames. Do your top-down analysis, which I'm going to show you guys here in a bit on a different pair. And once you do that, with London open, with Tokyo open, with New York open, you wait to see how the market comes out swinging, right? So 7:30, the market comes out swinging. 2 a.m. London, the market comes out swinging. Tokyo, right after the afternoon market closes, the market comes out swinging. And that's what we're about to do here with the news at 8:45 Central. So you just mark out your areas like this. And when it gets into your areas, you're going to take that play. Now, today is a red folder. So if the USD news comes out red for flash manufacturing and flash services, price can continue to go up. There's also another orange folder right after in about 15 minutes. So we will see how that plays out. Now, if you're brand new, I don't recommend you to trade news. This is for experienced people. This is for people that want to make some money today and get crazy with it. This is for my trading addicts that are looking to recover some money. But if you guys are brand new, you don't have to trade the news. You can just trade the regular times and still make really, really good money. All right. So usually situations like today, red folders are some of the only times price will break through these 1 hour zones, right? Without news or market open, it usually respects these zones. But situations like today are some of the times where it can break straight through this 1 hour zone. So because there's one here, because there's another one here, and then there's another one up here, we'll see what happens today. If the news comes out red for the US dollar, maybe we can catch some momentum. Last night, the Bitcoin drop, it wicked through all of those zones, right? So this is why it goes to show you that all these markets are manipulated. But the reason why I trade gold so much is because it's a little bit harder to manipulate the price of gold because it's backed by so many different things around the world. It's an actual physical asset. You can go to the store and purchase gold. You can go to the store and purchase silver. So, the movements here are a little bit, easier to predict. I'm not going to say easier, but it's just a little bit less manipulated than something like Bitcoin, where you saw that massive wick last night. All right. So now that we see the zones here on the 1 hour, all you want to do is mark out the areas on the 5 minute where price can react from. So today might be a good lesson. We're going to see how many 5 minute zones the news can possibly break. Well, if USD news comes out green, it's going to drop, right? But if it comes out red, today might be a fun lesson on how many zones it can break to the upside. All right, so now I'm going to erase the 1 hour zones so you guys can see a little more clear. So here's price right now, came in, it reacted off this area as you see. Now, if the news comes out green, we're going to continue and get involved with this sell. If the news comes out red, that's going to kind of let us know to get into that buy. And we will see how many of these areas the momentum of the news can break. So whenever you guys see interest rates, whenever you guys see a country attacking another country, these kind of things, that's when these 1 hour zones can be broken. All right. So today could be a good lesson for a lot of our new people. The rest of us, we're always learning. You guys are always learning as traders, as entrepreneurs, as people that want to get to the next level in their life, always be learning. But let's see how this plays out for us today. So prices come in here, reacted off of this area. You would have still caught 90 pips here from doing our strategy. Once the news comes out, if the news comes out red, we're going to look to buy. If the news comes out green, we are going to sell. All right. So this is what I do in the mornings. This is what I do at night. This is how I'm able to give you guys really great calls. We haven't lost a single call this week. We haven't missed a single trade from the Zoom calls we've done this week. All 3 Zoom calls played out. All the signals we've won this week. So that's pretty powerful. And if you guys want to get to, consistently winning and being profitable, plug in, back test, and do this over and over again. Some of us were losing because of our greed. We're just jumping into the markets. We're not marking up our charts. We're not pulling open our laptops. You guys see a lot of action going on in the chats and you guys jumping into the markets. Some of you guys, your lot sizes are too big. Some of you guys are brand new and you're trying all these different pairs. Pick a pair or 2 and really try to master that. Control your losses and wait for price to come into these higher time frame zones, especially if you're new. That's going to help you guys get to the profits faster. Now, regardless of what I say, a lot of you are not going to listen, and that's fine. Your first 2 years is overcoming your greed and mastering your psychology. Everyone thinks like, hey, as soon as I do this, I'm going to get it. As soon as I do that, I'm going to get it. As soon as I do this and I do this and I do that, I'm going to get this down. Regardless of what you think is going to happen, once you go live, everything goes out the window. All of your discipline, all of your strategy, everything goes out the window once you start trading live. And so as you practice, as you backtest, be prepared, because once you go live, that's when the game really starts. Some people, I don't hear from you for a week or 2. Some people stop communicating in the chats. Well, I know that you've gone gung-ho, you've gone rogue, right? And that's fine. You have to go through these things to appreciate the calls. You have to go through these things to appreciate the signals, to appreciate the educators. But all I'm going to encourage you guys to do along the way is to not quit, because getting the jitters out is just part of the game. Respecting the markets, respecting the dollar value, that's just part of the game. Some of us, we live in Canada, we live in America. We lose $5,000, we blow $5,000. We know that we can make it back. We know that we can put it on another credit card. We know that we can go and borrow the money at the bank or whatever. We have a way out. So we don't value money as much in America and in Canada. The reason why a lot of our teams in the Philippines, in Africa, in Latin America, they do so well with $100 or $50 is because they value that money. They can't afford to lose that $100. The blessing and sometimes the curse of living in a place like America is you can lose $5,000 and you can make it back the next couple weeks. You can put it on another credit card. So we have to value money. We have to respect the markets, and we have to get the jitters out before we start consistently making money. For me, that was a 2-year, 3-year process. I didn't have any mentors. We started with 20 lots because the kids that I mentored in my previous electricity company, they were trading with 20 lots. and we had no direction. Brokers were just disappearing with everyone's money. The technology wasn't as good, and I had to lose a lot of money to respect the markets. And so sometimes, you know, whatever it is that you guys are going through, at some point, you're going to lose enough and be like, all right, now what do I do? You're going to lose enough and you're going to slow down and get onto the next Zoom class. And that's not all of us, but I'm here so you don't go through as many heartaches to become profitable. But we are all stubborn people, right? Especially my Asians. You guys are stubborn. And you're going to have to learn on your own through your own experiences. But the Nova environment is here to pick you guys up, to encourage you guys, and help you guys get into the market through the right lens. All right, so this is kind of what we have going on for gold. Came up here, it reacted. We have an area down here with this red line. I already marked it up before class for y'all. And based on what happens with the news, and let's just say price gets to this area, we are going to know what to do based on how the folder comes out. All right? So, this is our attack plan for gold. I need therapy, BTC. My apologies, Mr. Kwan. All right. I'm showing up. That's it. 99% of the battle is just showing up, rolling out of bed and getting onto Zooms, you guys. Rolling out of bed and getting onto your Zooms. If your teammates are discouraged, be like, hey, bro, hey, girl, you got this. Get on to the next Zoom call. All right, so this is our attack plan for gold. Let me know what else you guys want to go over next. Yeah, so if price busts through a zone, now that zone has become invalid. It cleared a lot of zones. Great question. So we will make some time to get over that. All right, Mr. Mark Sniper, Ivan from Guatemala, Queen, okay, from Philippines. Looks like we got a good lineup here. Gotta reward our consistent people. US Oil, BTC, GBP, JPY. Let's do this. All right, good to see you guys. Kathleen from Montreal becoming a beast. Raquel from Costa Rica. Steph from Calgary. All of you guys are being consistent, learning, and not just learning for yourself, learning for your team as well, right? You're a better salesperson. You got to know some details. You don't have to know everything, but you want to know some stuff and explain it to people enough to get them involved and onto our Zoom calls. Confuse people, do nothing. So you guys are all being great leaders. You guys are all being great students, picking up more pieces to the game for yourself and for your team and your prospects. That's just how success works. All right. New York in the house. Man, we have a lot of places to travel to. I can't wait to see you guys. Let's get to it. US Oil. We went over this in class. Check out this accuracy. Insane. Price came in. This was from our previous markup on our Zoom. Price came in. If you guys just followed the class, boom. A good 60 pips. Into our area. Boom. Took off. 60 pips, you guys. I always like seeing trades go my way from my markups. It gets me jacked up still. That's why I know if you guys do it, you guys will get excited about it too. All right, so now we start off on the weekly time frame to see where the candle body is at. You guys saw on our previous Zooms, the weekly body for BTC closed below. That's how I knew it was going down. So for oil right now, it is respecting this area here. Now, we are going to see how the news here is going to affect US oil. So for now, this is our support. Let's go to the daily to pick up some more clues. All right. What do you see here on the daily? You guys can type in the chat. There's no dumb answers. I just want to help you guys learn, right? What do you see here on the daily? No wrong answers. No wrong answers. I'm just training your minds. I'm preparing you guys to be snipers like Mark and Leo. All right, great answer, John Gross. I don't know where you're from. I see you on the calls consistently. That's right. This is a buy zone. The last red candle before your green volume candles, it is a buy zone. We're also sitting on a weekly support. So now, for my US oil traders, we got a double whammy. Weekly support, daily buy zone. After news, we have a high chance that this is going to pop up. Because this is the first touch in this daily. Let's go to the 4 hour now. All right, I like what I see. Four-hour buy zone, daily buy zone. So wait for the news here. Maybe you'll kind of like fake us out like this and pump deeper into the zone. But regardless of what happens, get ready to buy US oil. All right, daily zone, 4-hour zone. Wait for the news. As you guys see, already reacted off of this 1 hour area here. But there's a couple more areas here. So let's see what happens with the news. I would like to see price get deeper into this zone. News pops off. I don't know how it affects US oil, but as an example, news pops off, price starts flying down. Get ready to buy. All right, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily zone. That's what I'm talking about. This is a super zone. So you can just set a buy limit here and forget about it. Or if you want to make sure that you don't miss, you put it a little bit higher. So buy limit for oil 57.10. That's for guys with the smaller accounts. If you don't want to miss any money, you just put it up here at 57.44. If you guys can type that in the chat for people, that'd be awesome. Buy limit 57.10 for the smaller accounts. If you don't want to miss any money, just put it at the previous low. Buy limit 57.44. All right, let the others know in the chat groups. I'm gonna go on to the next pair so you guys don't miss any money. But for our new people, you guys kind of see how I did that. I'm going a little bit slower than usual because now we're getting more and more seasoned veterans. So I can't talk crazy and fast like I usually do. I'm breaking it down for all of our new seasoned veterans. I met about 20 of you guys in Florida, and I realized I just have to talk slower. All right. So US oil buy limit 57.10. If you guys don't want to miss any money, 57.44. All right, let's hit up BTC next for our shining stars. Steph, Mark, all of you guys that requested BTC. Kathleen, all of you guys, let's get to it. The people have spoken. All right. Check this out. Always good to see. We marked this area off on a previous call to the T. This green line was already here, crazy. This is our weekly buy zone. We are going to see if there's enough momentum to break through here. But remember, this is a weekly buy zone. So we will keep an eye out on that. Anything is possible because that one weekend, it got manipulated like 20,000 points, right? So I took a chance here and I entered this buy and it wicked out because of this daily buy zone. So now you guys kind of see that sometimes only with really Bitcoin price will kind of fly through a daily zone. So that's what happened here. I took that chance and I got wicked out. Happened to all of us, right? So it's a learning lesson. But that's just how the dice rolls. Everything is probability, win or lose, doing it over and over again. Next setup comes, I'm going to take the same trade. I'm going to take the same chance. All right. So now there was another zone here, a lower zone within the weekly. It tapped. So it just flew through this one. No breaks. Hit this one and bounced off a little bit. All right, let's see what the 4 hour gives us. Same scenario here. All right, I'm going to erase the weekly zone so you guys can see clear. And voila. All right. So it tapped the daily, kind of reacted. There's a 4-hour zone here, and there's a 4-hour zone here within the daily and the weekly. Now, when Bitcoin is dropping with momentum like this, I don't encourage you guys to trade. It could be a continuation, another wick. Also, the volume leaves the crypto markets on the weekends, right? So you got to consider all of these things and factor it in. If you're feeling risky when it taps here or taps here, you guys can enter that play. There's just a lot of downward momentum right now. So, knowing the volume leaves the market, crypto markets on the weekends, no need to take that trade. But this is a 4-hour, 1-hour zone here. 79434. When it comes down there, you guys can take a chance. 79434. If you lost on Bitcoin, no need to trade. You don't need to revenge trade. You got gold. You got other pairs you guys can make money back on, right? You don't have to revenge trade to make money back from Bitcoin. You can trade other pairs. 79434 is the price where you can try again if you're feeling risky. Weekly, daily, 4-hour, 1-hour, right? So every single pair that you guys do, always go top down like that. You know, Judy drove to Montreal, 6-hour drive. She'd been to all of my Zoom classes. She didn't know what she was doing. Soon as she came to Montreal and she sat at the front, she left that night knowing what to do. And something that helped her is every time before she even gets into the markets, she sits down and she opens up her laptop and does exactly what she learned in Montreal. So a lot of you guys just kind of slow down, pull open your laptop, doesn't matter what the signals are, kind of slow down, open your laptop, mark these areas out, and it's going to help you guys lose a lot less. All right? All right, 79434. Listen, there's a lot of momentum. You don't have to trade this. You guys can just go hang out with your family over the weekend, chill with the kids, go to the park, amusement park, whatever. If you guys want to be glued to your phones while you're out, get involved on these trades. Not a big deal. It's all up to you. When you guys are just getting started, we're all on that $10 million grind, right? I remember when I just got started and I just wanted to kill the market every single day. I had no kids. I was down a lot because I was the first investor to some of these kids that I mentored in my electricity company. That was a bad situation to be in. Had residual checks coming in every month. I was down a lot for me and my investors. No, I saw nothing but red, if you know what I mean. Tunnel vision, revenge trading, no mentors, going crazy. But I learned a lot from it. This is why I can educate you guys so well, because I've been through it. I lost a lot of money and I made all of it back times a lot, right? So sometimes you got to lose a lot to make a lot. But the reason for mentors is so you don't have to go through all those losses. So you don't have to go through all those heartaches. I know what brokers will pay you. I know which prop firms will pay you. There were other situations where we worked really hard. We passed prop challenges We broke the prop firms and they didn't pay us our money, right? So a lot of these heartaches, a lot of different situations, I'm here to save you guys from. One prop firm, I'm not going to say what names, they're gone now, but they owe us 60,000 a month in payouts. You wake up every morning, you get disciplined, you go through your routines, you pray, you get your coffee or your energy drink, you do the right things day after day, you win, and 6 months later, they don't pay you any money. That's a terrible way to learn about these markets, right? I've been through that. So a lot of what I share with you guys is so you guys can make your money and take care of your family right away. You guys can make your money and quit your jobs right away. Right. Also, what I learned through that experience is that all of this material stuff, all of this money, it's meaningless anyway, right? For me, thank God it only took me 2 or 3 months to get through that challenge and not get paid all that money. But some people chase that grind for years just to arrive and not get paid out. They spend years on a craft. They spend years in a business. They get to the destination just to lose it, right? All of it's meaningless. So, through those experiences, it helped me get closer to God. Living at the top floors of Houston and having all the fanciest stuff and still being empty, that got me closer to God. But all these different experiences, it just made me realize that all of this is meaningless. The only thing that is important is bringing other people to the light. The only thing that's going to last is introducing other people to God, other people that are unhappy. I know a lot of successful people, they're still miserable. And so a lot of my time is spent getting those people closer to the Most High, right? So all these different experiences that I've been through, I'm just sharing it with you so you guys don't have to deal with the same heartaches. All right, news is about to pop off, and I'm going to come back to GBP JPY for you. Let's see how this plays out real quickly. And I'll get back to GBP before we close out. All right. You guys kind of see how it's kind of messing with this zone here. Let's see what happens with the news. One minute. It's kind of like playing roulette right now, but calculated, strategic roulette. It's not putting $10,000 on black. It's not going there, being crazy. This is strategic, calculated roulette. All right, 40 something seconds. Price is getting crazy. Win or lose, don't get mad, all right? Because we are trading the news. Win or lose, don't get sad. It's just another learning experience. Risk management, don't have your lot size too big, all right? It might swing one way before going the legit way. There's a lot of different scenarios in every trade, but our strategy helps you have a high probability. All right, first news came out black. Green. So we are going to sell gold, guys. Sell gold. We are selling gold. Bam, bam, bam. we are gonna be selling gold. Second came out neutral. Second news came out green. We are selling gold. All right. Hopefully that's enough firepower to break through. And RTPs are going to be right around here. Let's go. Let's go our way. All of these red candles, this area here is going to be my TPs. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Red folder came out green. We are sticking to the do. Take profit 1, 40.49. And just move your stop loss, okay? Don't take profit 40.49. I'll just put 40.50. Move your stop losses. All right. Let's see. Let's go. All right. Moving down to the right direction. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. You see all of these red candles here? This is where my TPs are going to be. So if you're okay with 50 pips, 40.59. Red candles here, red candles down here. You see what I'm talking about? All right, well, on our way, yeah, we just got to hold. And you guys can, if you guys want to be safe, you can put your stop loss at 40, 40.77. All right. Sometimes it goes our way right away. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's a day. Hopefully today is not opposite day. All right. So as we watch this trade play out, it should break through here because of all these touches on this candle. Sometimes opposite day likes to happen. All right. We will finish this off with GBP, JPY. And I'll get you guys out of here. All right. So your stop loss can be 40.77 for the people that asked. Jen, you can enter soon if you haven't entered yet. right.
Good morning,
Stop loss
sunshine.
40.77.
V, sorry, my
You
bad.
can enter
Oopsies.
soon if you haven't entered
I
yet.
left my phone downstairs to charge
Could be a better
and
entry.
went upstairs because I ate some food and I knocked the fuck out. So, my bad. If that case happens,
And let's
please
hope from
call me.
here
Don't text me, but you gotta
the
call me. I
news
left my
comes
phone
out
upstairs
into play.
when my phone was charged next to
Sometimes
mine.
it happens like
So
this because
call
one of
me
the
next time.
folders was black. One of the news came out black, so kind of did that. Should drop from here. All right, let's finish with GBP JPY. We went over this on our previous call with you. Pretty crazy to see, right? It reacted off of this area exactly. So if you guys had your sell limits for GBP JPY from our last call, you would have made some money. So you remember from the last call, whoever requested this, Queen, it reacted off our area exactly. So if you guys had your sell limits here from our last call, you are rolling in the dough. Now from here, remember the market kind of likes to do M's and W's. So it kind of came down in here to this red candle. But the move has already happened. So just mark out your buy zone here. The last red before your green. It didn't quite get there yet. But if price comes back here, you can look for a buy. All right. So price is here. Didn't quite tap into that yet. Came in, reacted off a group of these candles. So I'm going to erase this. This is from our last call. Pretty cool to see. This is the 1 hour time frame. So GBP JPY, if it pulls down in here, look for buys. If it pulls up here, look for sells. That is what I would do with GBP JPY. Price pulls back in here, we're going to look for buys. Price pulls up here, we're going to look for sells. And let the rest of us know, whoever likes to trade these pairs, when price gets into these areas. All right, so a lot of what we do is once it reacts off a 4 hour zone or a 1 hour zone, we like to look for the other zones. We talk about it a lot on our classes, zone to zone offense. It's kind of like, if you guys like basketball, they talk about zone to zone defense. In trading, I like to call it zone to zone offense. So kind of already reacted off of here, this group of red candles. Now it is in the middle. Price pulls up here. We're going to sell. Price pulls down here. We're going to buy. The rest of the battle is just waiting for price to come to these higher time frame zones. All right. All right. So before I get out of here, do you guys have any questions? Stop loss would be 30, 40, 77. So with the liquidity sweep, there's usually reverse. liquidity sweep. It just depends on where in the chart the sweep is. Liquidity sweeps do happen. They'll go for those areas and then come our way. You know what I mean? So that's what liquidity sweeps are. All right, all right. 4081 could drop it. Spoken by the sniper, Mr. Mark. I still don't have a stop loss on my sell. I just gave it to the guys that were asking for one. What is the best lot size for US oil on 200K? Definitely
Stop loss, bro.
always use maximum one lot for every $50,000. Yeah, news here in 4 minutes. It could definitely affect this. There is another folder here. So hopefully it comes our way. This red folder didn't move as much as I wanted it to. Yep, there's a couple more folders here. Definitely can go either way, Mr. Kwan. Good analysis. All right. These areas here, Ivan, they've already been cleared, so it's invalid. Price has already ran through all of these. So this is the area we're interested in. All right, good to hear from you, Mr. Dean. Can't wait to see you in Dallas again, sir. Lots to do. All right, so there is news here in 3 minutes, you guys. Same thing. Hopefully these come out all green and it flies down like we wanted it to earlier, right? Just had your stop loss at 40.77 or 40.81, like Mark said. And let's see how this trade plays out. Well, we still got time, so we can stick with it here. We still got 2 minutes on the call and some overtime for you guys. All right, let's see if we make some weekend money. Let's see if we make some weekend money. All right, same thing. If the news comes out green, hopefully it does. For a sell on gold, we're already in that sell. So no need to take it yet, Mr. Willie, but if you're feeling risky, let's see here in 50 seconds, guys. Please come out green. See, this is a scenario where you're praying and you're swearing to God that you will change and you'll go to church next week. You'll stop drinking. You'll stop chasing the other spouse. I swear, you know, this is the time when you pray and that you'll swear that you'll change. You'll stop doing this. You'll stop doing that. You'll go to church more. This is one of those scenarios. You're going to stop chasing women. You're going to stop drinking. You're going to stop chasing men, whatever it is. This is one of those scenarios. Got to leave it up to God. All right. All right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is why I'm sharing it with you guys. All right, another black folder, black news. Give me some greens. Give me some greens. Internal dialogue. Oh, one red. All right, so what you guys could, two reds. Oh no. All right, so what you got, just kind of move your stop loss to 40.82 and take that chance, you guys. These are yellow folders. So just kind of move your stop loss a little bit to 40.82 and take that chance. Because I don't see enough volume from this news to pump through this zone. So move your SLs and let's take this chance. Let's take this chance. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to church next week, everyone. We're going to stop drinking. We're going to stop doing drugs. We're going to church next week. I am a changed man. I'm a changed woman. All right. Give our team this money, please. I'm gonna stop being toxic. I'm gonna stop being a toxic ex. I'm gonna let them go. I'm gonna stop desiring the Ferraris. I'm gonna stop desiring the Ferraris and I'm gonna help people. Give me this trade. I'm gonna stop pursuing the Ferrari. I'm gonna try to be like Mother Teresa, you guys. I'm gonna stop swearing. See? We all have this internal dialogue. Should I return my lamp? No, Mark, you already earned it. No need to return nothing. This is for some of the other people that have to work on their heart and pure motives. All right. You can just click on the trade, Mr. Charles, and adjust your stop loss. No sugar for a week. All right. See, I'm helping all of you become better people. Trading markets are helping all of you become better, right? I need to laugh with you guys. I got my new place yesterday. Y'all better keep your promises. That's right, Miss Steph. That's right, Miss Steph. That's why your life is exploding right now. Let's go. Send me some pictures so I can crush our foes, crush our jealous haters. All right. See, I don't know which prayer the man upstairs is listening to, but the market is going our way. I don't know what you guys gave up, but you better give it up. It's been written down. Sugar, this or that. Yes, I'll stop swearing. All right, see? Don't forget what you promised to give up, all right? The market is finally going our way. Well, team prayer works. This has just proven that team prayer works. The market is going our way. I'm liking what I see. I gave up perfect. I gave up BTC. Now you know what to do, Mr. Kwan. Now you know what to do. Sugar, swearing, being a toxic ex, chasing men, chasing women, stop drinking, stop doing drugs, visit church next Sunday. Just stop by. He's just getting your attention right now. Have a baby. I don't know. But let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. All right, you guys, I'm glad we could have fun this morning. Let the rest of your team members know they're crazy for missing today's call. We have another one tonight, 9 p.m. Central. It's our Friday night crypto calls. Let everyone know they missed a fun call, and I'll see the rest of you guys tonight.